Today we're going to talk about why you have financial issues. My name is Michael Barayev. I was able to build a team of 150 plus sales guys in less than 2.5 years. We did it with zero money invested. Now we have a sales company that's growing like crazy from coast to coast like butter and toast. Now let me tell you something. Humbly saying this. I'm saying this with so much humble humility that I have financially taken care of myself years ago when I was in my late 20s, mid to late 20s, because I knew that in my 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, I did not want to worry about money, right? And I'm not saying this to humble I'm saying this very humbly. I'm telling you this so you can learn from this. The reason why you have financial issues, the reason why you are not financially where you want to be, it has nothing to do with money. As a matter of fact, it has less than 1% to do with money. It has everything to do with your personal choices and your personal traumas. And what I learned a long time ago is that the traumas that I've been through, which I talked about in a podcast today, actually, not too long ago with my boy Matt the Drizzle, Matt Shizzle Dizzle Whizzle, right? We talked about how your traumas can make you stronger, right? But sometimes your traumas make you so fucking weak that it affects your decision-making process when it comes to money. I'll give you an example. Let's say you grew up so freaking poor that you never saw success. And all of a sudden you become successful. You make an extra 50 grand, an extra 100 grand, an extra 200 grand. You make the money, but guess what? You blow it on bullshit. Like what? Cars, liabilities, nice clothes, going out, drinking, partying, all these different things. Now, why do you do that? Because there's something that you haven't fixed in your personal life yet. Your personal traumas. I had a friend of mine, very successful. Okay, I loved him dearly, but he had one problem: women. When I say women, he had a drinking problem and a woman problem because he would always go out, always go drinking, and always end up with women. And by the way, he was in a relationship. Right? Multiple relationships that he shouldn't have been doing that. And I didn't know this until I was, holy fuck, what are you doing? Why are you doing this shit? And what I realized was that his traumas, right, his early childhood traumas and his personal choices made that situation, like he was making so much money, by the way, and he lost all of it. And he was always losing money because his personal traumas and his personal choices affected his financial situation. So 90% of the time, it's not because you don't know how to make money. It's one thing to make the money. It's another thing to save the money. It's another thing to invest the money and multiply it. But if you do not fix your personal traumas, if you do not fix your thought process on how you handled your life and change yourself, you will never fix your money problem. You can make a shit ton of fucking money. You can go out there and bust your ass, become a multimillionaire. And I know a lot of multimillionaires that go broke. Why? Because they have not fixed their personal traumas. They have not fixed what it takes to change their mindset. They have not fixed their thought process yet. They have not gone through therapy, mentorship, and fixing those issues. Because if you don't fix those issues will show up to you when you're rich. Just imagine having a problem when you're poor, but just imagine when you have that problem when you're fucking rich. Because now you have money to amplify that shit. So if you have a drug problem when you're poor, guess what happens when you're older? It's much easier to buy drugs. Because you can buy coke now, you can buy heroin now, you can buy all this other shit now, and you don't give a fuck how much you spend. So the drug problem gets worse. If you have a cheating problem when you're younger, and you're 18 years old cheating on fucking girls as an example, you think it's going to get easier when you get rich? Hell fucking no. You don't have a financial problem, you have a mental problem. And if you don't fix that mental problem, you're going to spend money on more girls, more gambling, more drugs, more issues, more shit, more bullshit, and you wonder why you're back in square one. And you're like, why am I not making enough money? Why don't I have enough money? Because you have not fixed the root of the fucking problem. The root of the problem is the way you grew up. The root of the problem is your traumas. The root of the problem is how you process information, how you think. So some people, they grow up so fucking poor that they grow up with a bad self-image that they want to go out there and buy a brand new fucking car to show off to everyone that they have a nice car. Because they need that validation. They need that fucking appreciation from someone. Because they never got it as a kid from their mom and dad. So you wonder why they're broke. Again. And again, it's a vicious fucking cycle, and I cannot get to the next level financially. It's because they have not fixed the root problem. So my question to you is this. What I want you to do right now is think about this. What are 3 traumas that you had as a kid that you're working on right now, or you need to work on? What are 3 things that you know you have to change about yourself? Next question you have to ask yourself is, what are 3 steps, what are 3 action steps you're going to take today after this video right now to make yourself become that better person? Whether it's going to therapy, right? Going to a therapist, going to a mentor, buying a book, going to an event, going to a program. Maybe you need to submit yourself to AAA. Maybe you have a fucking drinking problem. Maybe you got to go to talk to a rabbi, a priest, a pastor, a imam, whatever. You got to talk to somebody to fix your shit. Maybe you got a gambling problem. I don't know. I don't know what your problem is. A lot of us have issues, but if we don't fix those issues, guess what? They'll show up in your life multiple times. They'll show up in your new relationships. They'll show up in your new business operations, your new relationships with business. It doesn't fucking matter because you drag your problem with you everywhere you go. I told my brother a long time ago, this couple years back, he was so unhappy with his life. He didn't know what he wanted to do. He was young, he was trying to figure it out. And I was like, dude, you moving down to Miami, you moving down to Texas, you moving here, you moving there, ain't gonna change the fucking problem. Because you're running away from the problem. Temporarily, you think you are. You're not running away from the problem. The problem is running after you, my friend, because it's with you in your fucking head. You can go to fucking Timbuktu, it doesn't matter. You can go to Tibet in China, it don't fucking matter where you go. The problem is chasing you. You need to solve that problem. Fight those demons. And when you fight those demons, then you can fucking do what you need to do. Then you can move and be happy. Doesn't matter where you fucking live. So what I want you guys to do is simply think about what you need to work on in your traumas and what are some action steps you need to take so you don't have a financial problem anymore, because a lot of you guys do not have a financial problem. You have a trauma, an emotional problem. You have a life problem. You have a you problem. And when you fix you, the finances is fucking easy. Business is simple, gang. Buy something for $1, sell it for $2, make $1 profit. That's simple. And if you want to build a sales business as an example, find a product where your guys can sell a product for $2 or $3. You get $1, they get $1. Everybody fucking wins as an example. It's not that complicated. Business is simple. Finances are simple. It's fucking math. It's not that hard. 1 + 1 is 2, okay? The problem is the complexity of our lives is what fucks us up. So if you can get good at fixing yourself and working on yourself, the money part is the fucking easy part. And that's where the fun kicks in. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you're going to be becoming a better individual. Hopefully becoming a better you every single day. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video.